In America, we have the Taylor-Force Act that prevents the Congress from allocating money to the Palestinian Authority as long as they're still supporting the pay for slave program. But Biden ignores it. Finally, the European Union is doing something about it. The EU has been on an interesting reversal of, I would say, strategy recently. As you know, and all of our viewers know, the European Union has spent billions with a B, not millions with an M, on spending with support for the Gazan terrorists. And they keep saying it's for peace, and we're giving money to the Palestinian Authority, but it's for peace. They're finally starting to wise up. And I pulled a speech that was given at the European Union Parliament. And the guy's asking the questions, the same questions that your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, was asking 4 years ago, which is, we're giving you billions. What are you doing with the money? Listen to what this gentleman had to say. He's a member of the European Parliament.
Over the last 30 years, the European Union has paid 8 billion euros to Palestinian territories. Where did the money go? 10% of the Palestinian budget goes to the so-called Martyrs Fund. This fund pays a monthly income to every Palestinian and their family who commits a terrorist act. The more people a terrorist kills, the more money the Palestinian government pays. If we as the EU continue to finance that, we are idiots. If we are brave enough to freeze funds for EU member states, such as Hungary and Poland, we must also be ready to be tough with the Palestinian authorities now and say, either the Martyrs Fund ends now or EU funding ends now. We have to fight for peace. Yes, we have to support humanitarian needs, but we also have to act according to our values. We cannot finance terrorism from our European budget. Thank you.
All right, first of all, let me translate. He's not saying mattress fund. He's German. I think he's German accent. He's saying Martyrs Fund. And the Martyrs Fund is the biggest part of the Palestinian Authority's budget. In other words, if you're a Palestinian and you kill some Jews, you get paid X amount. You kill 2 Jews, you get more. You kill 3 Jews, you get more. You blow up a bus, you're rich. And if you happen to die and become a martyr and get into paradise with, you know, all the rewards, the virgins, and all of that stuff, unlimited camels, whatever they give you, your family gets the money. I mean, forever. And you make more for your family than if you're an engineer or a teacher or a doctor. And Trump cut the money off. High five, Donald J. for cutting the money off. And Biden put it back. And the European Union is finally waking up and going, wait a minute, this Martyrs Fund is the biggest part of their budget. It's time we cut the money off, or they can go on with their pay for slay, but not with our money.
Why do you think it took them so long to figure out that it was happening? I mean, did they not know President Trump cut it off when he was in office?
Trump made it very public. Remember
yes, I remember that
famous meeting in the Oval Office when he brought in Mahmoud Abbas, the president of the Palestinian Authority, and said, you cut the money off or I'm cutting the money off to you. You stop paying people to kill Israelis.
I remember that.
There was that famous meeting where they stood up and Abbas in English promised to do it, went back to Ramallah in Arabic, gave a speech the next day, ha, 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 I'm not cutting off the money. And Trump goes, okay. Cut off the money that day to the Palestinian Authority. And they screamed bloody murder. We need that money for our children. People are starving, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, European Union just woke up.
Yeah, I guess they thought that because he said in Arabic that President Trump wouldn't get wind of it. They won't know. They can't. The stupid Americans, they don't know what we're saying anyways.
I guess. I mean, we probably have 1 or 2 translators somewhere.
Somewhere, you know? Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, I just want to remind everybody that forgot there was an American serviceman named Taylor Force who was on vacation and was killed by a terrorist in Israel. And the Congress almost unanimously passed the Taylor Force Act. And it said, if the pay for slave program is on, no more American dollars. And Congress, including the Republicans, are letting Biden continue sending them millions. Why is the Congress doing that? Why are the Republicans abandoning Taylor Force?
Republicans are weak. I've been saying this for a while. Republicans bend over and grab their ankles for Democrats. And I believe the Democrats are doing this because they reject Israel. They've been rejecting Israel. And again, you know, not to toot my own horn here, when this last conflict happened on October 7th, and the Democrats tried to act like they were for Israel, I said it was all for show. And now we're seeing it. We're seeing exactly how they are right now. It was all for show. They're only trying to get Jewish people to continue to support them. The same thing they do in the black community, Barry. They try to get the black community to believe that they're for them just to continue to get them to support them. That's all that is about. They could care less about doing the right thing here, and they keep pouring money. Barry, they just took, I know we're probably going to get into it here, but they just took a vote on anti-Semitism, and overwhelmingly, the squad, of course, they said that it's okay and it's safe to say from the river to the sea. It's just an expression that they want Palestinians to be freed. No, that's not what that means. And we all know this. But they want to look at it and try to act like, well, it's just free speech. It's just an expression of what they're saying. And the Democrats that are not in support of the squad per se, they're only doing it to show face, because they know if the Jewish community get wind of the Democrats in their districts, they're not for Israel, not for them, they're going to drop them. And what I'm really excited about, Barry, I should have sent you the video. There's a rabbi, and he's out of New York, and he's saying, we've had enough of this. The Democrat Party, they have shown their true colors about how they feel about us as a Jewish community, how they feel about Israel. And he's in New York as a rabbi. And I've heard a lot of these rabbis in New York, they lean left, they lean with the Democrats like Chuck Schumer, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of them are waking up. And I was so excited to see that video. So excited, because this is what they needed to see. If it never happened this way, I think a lot of people would never know that the Democrat Party is not the party for Israel. They're not the party for America. They're not the party for anybody.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm sick and tired of being asked the same question as a Jew, because it's humiliating. Why are the Jews always lined up behind the Democrats no matter what they do on Israel? And I'm so sick of the question, because I don't have a response that makes any sense.
I know the answer, though.
Okay.
It's the same. It's liberalism. I mean, liberalism doesn't care your nationality, your color, your sex. It doesn't care. If liberalism kicks in and it grabs a hold of the person, they will go along with all of the evil things that's against Israel, against the United States of America. Regardless of the complexion, regardless of their status, whatever it is, it's because of liberalism. And I realized that, because when I realized what Chuck Schumer coming out there, we're for Israel. I said, this dude is lying. He's lying.
Wait till the next sentence.
Yes.
We need a new prime minister. We need elections.
I said, he's lying. I was calling it out. I called it out. Not to toot my horn, but look, it's the same MO because of liberalism.
There's a number of Jewish political writers that are saying these liberal Jews their religion is no longer Judaism, which includes Zionism. Their religion is progressivism, and it's a godless, almost socialistic viewpoint on the world, and they've forgotten their heritage, and they've forgotten what they were raised in, because somehow, like the blacks that lined up in the Democrat Party, even though the blacks were and have been for 150 years, the party of slavery and segregation and the Ku Klux Klan and abortion, which was an abortion which was promoted with the express intent of limiting the Negro population, right? Margaret
Yep.
Sanger, who was the hero of the Clinton family, didn't even make a secret about it. She would make speeches about it. And yet the black community votes Democrat. It's like no matter what the Jewish community hears, they vote Democrat. But it's slowly but surely waking up.
It
And
is. It is. It is. It's,
and shows like this have a lot to do with it. So for those of you that aren't signed up, type in findberry.com, get on our mailing list. It's free. Go to Unite America First, sign up there. It's free. You need the news that's not coming through the filter of ABC, NBC, and God forbid MSNBC.
it's the government state media. I mean, we
Boy,
all
is
know it. That's exactly what it is. The government
is that
state
the
media.
truth? Is that the truth? We need some morality, ethics, and not less, in my opinion, but more religion.